The moon is high, we've got some opinions. It's time for late night debates. I'm Jess.
And I'm Lindsay.
And tonight we are going to be debating the best girl from Cobra Kai through all 5 of the seasons. So,
I got 4 hours of sleep last night.
I got 6, so I'm doing great.
Yeah.
So, I guess we start by saying who we think is best girl, and then tell each other that we're wrong.
I'm just gonna say Sam LaRusso. It shows
You're
like
wrong.
a little bit about her, like, because she is a LaRusso. Yeah.
Devin Lee. I love her. I love everything about her. Her first introduction was her being like, death penalty, I'm gonna rip your book in half. I love her.
She's like probably the one that has the least problems, least trauma as far as we know.
Well, her mom died.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
of cancer. I mean, they weren't clear, but I'm assuming cancer.
Well, she wasn't part of that big school fight.
She wasn't.
She's like a little bit still in the background.
She is for right now, and I feel like that's because Johnny told her nothing.
But see, here's the thing, because I was gonna say she was manipulated too easily.
That's true, but she didn't know anything. Like, she didn't know what Silver had done.
But who did? Who of the kids did?
Well, I think the kids who trained with Miyagi Fang knew, hey, Silver and Kreese are bad news, whereas Devin came in at the very end, and Johnny was basically like, hey, you're a girl, want to fight?
I still think she knew they were bad news to a degree, because she even saw at the tournament, she was like, something's up with them. She, like, had a reaction, if you remember, to Tori and, like, Cobra Kai.
I think I don't know if she knew much of anything, and I don't think they told her about the whole bet that if they lost, they had to close down their dojo. It really felt like, especially in season 5, whenever Cobra Kai came in, that she didn't know enough things.
She didn't, but I still feel like, I don't know, I still feel like she took Tori trying to warn her as, like, her being competitive. Like, oh, you just don't want another girl here, which I don't see why
there were
Tori
other girls
wouldn't.
there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's how I felt like Devin took it. Like, you can't have another good girl that's good at karate.
Well, here's me. I like challenges, and I too would be like, oh, you don't think I can be in your badass dojo?
So
I'm here
like
even
Devin
harder.
because you think she's like you.
Yeah, do you like Sam because you think she's like you?
I don't think I'm like any of the characters, if we're being
None?
honest. No.
You got Sam.
Yeah,
in a previous video.
Well, BuzzFeed said I'm Sam. It must be true.
BuzzFeed speaks the truth, our Lord.
Oh my god. Who am I?
They've told you about your soulmate. So
yeah, I don't
obviously
listen to
they
it.
must be true.
I don't listen to it. BuzzFeed told me I was getting married at like 23.
Didn't we take a whole soulmate quiz?
I've taken so many soulmate quizzes.
Okay.
They're never right. It told me I was getting married like last year. Actually, one of them said I was
Did you get married and not notice?
I don't think so.
I think she got married and didn't notice.
I don't think so.
I seem to remember a reception.
I'm pretty sure I would have been there. No.
No?
No. I think that was a dream of yours. Or you crashed someone's out at this wedding and they looked a little bit like me. You got confused. I feel like
Then whose garter did
I'm like Sam in the sense that I will like try to be kind and like maybe in the sense that like because you said you don't like how she didn't speak up when her
that is one point I will say against Sam. Like, I don't necessarily dislike Sam as a character in general, but I do hate in the first season how she let Yasmin and Moon bully Aisha and just stood there and did nothing.
I was understanding of that because I went to schools where people were bullied. I was bullied, and so I would try to fit in so I wouldn't get bullied. So I would feel bad not standing up for the kids being bullied, but I also didn't want to get bullied because it's not fun.
I was just the goth kid in the corner who nobody messed with because I wore eyeliner and chains.
You might have been a little bit Tory, too.
I might have been a little bit Tory, but I guess maybe I aspire to be Devin. She's like, especially her line, I'll get it wrong, but where she's like, my mom said you only lose when you give up. It really reminded me of the Zuko line, never give up without a fight. And I like that.
Fair. I mean, like, I liked Devin a lot, too. Like, I understand, but I just think, like, I don't know. I just feel like her trying to be competitive with Tori was so silly. Like, but you get it because you're competitive. I'm not competitive.
Let's be competitive.
I think people that try to be
competitive to kick someone in the face.
Listen, because I, like, want to know what's wrong with people when they want to be better than you at everything.
Well, not everything, just
most things. That's, like, but that's what I'm like, gosh, can't you let someone else be better once?
Well, you might be better. We're just gonna try our hardest.
Yeah, I don't know. I
try your hardest. You want to be better than me?
I worry about competitive people and your mental health. So...
How's your mental health doing?
It's not great, but I'm just saying, I feel like competitive people don't realize that that might not be the healthiest thing to be.
Yeah, well...
Because the only person you should try to be better than it is your past self.
Or you're in a competitive sport.
Right.
And you should be competing because you're in a competitive
she's
sport.
Not just competitive in sport, considering she ripped a debate or textbook in half.
She's in a competitive debate. She gotta compete in the debate.
Okay, you even said the line where she says giving up is losing or whatever.
You only lose if you give up.
Yeah. Is that not the most competitive thing? I'm sure she applies that to everything she does.
But that's very inspirational. In that way, even if you get a bad grade or you lose one match, you're not a loser and you didn't lose because you're gonna pick yourself back up and you're gonna try again.
I quit so many sports. Does that make me a loser?
No, it just means you lost interest, right?
Yeah,
but if it's something you want, you haven't lost until you give up.
I get that. I'm just worried. Competitive people just worry me because it's like, it's not that deep, guys. It's not.
But they just want to do their best, and sometimes, like, that's their favorite thing, and they want to keep competing. And it's fun.
I just don't think it always... I think you can be proud of yourself even if it's not your absolute best. Because we can't do our absolute best every day. We are human.
Well, you're doing the best you can do that day. Alright, so we've talked about Devin. Now, how about Sam? Who I feel like in a lot of ways she is oblivious. And one of those ways is when she walked into Tori's apartment, and was like, oh, someone has a backstory. And her whole thing, everyone has a sob story that doesn't give you the right to be a bully.
I agree with that, though.
Yes, but she's not even trying to understand someone's story. She's just completely dismissing their issues.
That's why I don't think I'm like Sam, because I'm not. Like, I didn't grow up rich. I don't understand that. And I do think she definitely... But I don't think that's her fault that she comes... Like, her dad got rich. Like...
Dad, how dare you get rich?
Yeah, I don't think that's her fault. That happens with rich people. They're sheltered.
Yeah.
I do think she could have opened her eyes a little bit more. But remember, she is also a teenager.
I know. Yeah,
so, to not know of every, like... issue in the world, and that some people are poor, some people have dying mothers. Like, to be ignorant at 16 is not unusual. Yeah.
I don't know, even going back to season 2, like, the whole Sam-Tori rivalry, I blame Sam partially, at least, for starting it, with her whole, like, goody two-shoes, don't steal from the club where all the rich people have tons of money. Oh no, you stole a bottle of vodka. And then accusing Tori of having stolen her mom's wallet. It's like, oh, who should we accuse? The girl that I know doesn't belong here.
I think, yes, that was wrong. I think it goes deeper than that. It wasn't just don't steal. I think she felt a little bit threatened when Tori, her best friend, Aisha, now wants to hang out with someone else.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So listen, I'm just debating on Sam because I had to pick someone. Honestly, if I had to pick one, I'd pick Miguel, because he has made me cry. Sholo,
He's
you
not a
are an
girl.
incredible actor. I said if I had to pick one that, like, if I could pick any of them.
But here's the thing. I watch for the issues.
Yes, and I don't. He's so wholesome. He means well.
You hated him in season 1.
I didn't hate him. I didn't like the way he handled things. I never said I hated him.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
didn't like...
You disliked.
I was not... I want to say uncomfortable, but that's not the word I'm looking for. I just was less than pleased.
You were disappointed in him.
I was disappointed in him because I felt...
That's such a
I like
mother
him
word.
and Sam together. And I think he could have been a better boyfriend than he was being. Because, like, you pointed out to me, like, they can't communicate. Well, they're teenagers.
They're not very good at
Because I said, really, what he should just be, like, they need to talk. Like,
They should.
He needs to not assume all this stuff and get jealous and instead be like, hey, what's going on with Robbie? I don't like how close you are. Which is a fair thing to say. If you're uncomfortable because Robbie held your girlfriend's hand.
This is so off topic, but what he should have done is just walk his little butt into the backyard and be like,
That's what bothered me. Like,
what are you doing back here?
He went to her house, he wanted to meet her family, and then he sees them and he leaves.
Yeah,
and I said, I think what he should have done is knock on the door and then be like, and then when he walks in and sees Robbie there, he can pull Sam aside and be like, who's this? And then they could have talked, and then everything would be fine.
Like, this is so not even what we're
15,
supposed to be debating.
Yeah, but it's fine.
I think he rode his bike the whole way from Reseda to Encino. And that is a long ride.
And rode it back without doing anything.
To do nothing.
Yeah.
I would have been like, well, I'm here. I might as well start something.
So that's why I had a problem with him at first, because I was like, dude, if you would have just knocked on that door.
That's
but then
not drama.
Yeah. But then you were like, they're 15, blah, blah.
They're dumb.
They're babies.
They are children.
But I, like, the rest of the show is, like, he really does mean well.
Yeah.
I did also have problems
cries.
when he, like, gets together with Tori, because I don't like them together. But I understand.
I like Tori and Robbie together.
I do like Tori and Robbie together.
Adorable.
I like
Power
Miguel
couple.
and Sam together. That's why I didn't like him with Tori. But then in season 4 and season 5, you're just like, oh Miguel,
Is that you pinching his cheek?
Yeah, I'm pinching his cheeks. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh Miguel.
Yeah.
I didn't like Hawk for a long time too, and I liked him.
I thought he was such a mess.
But you didn't like Dimitri, and I loved Dimitri.
I didn't.
I was like, this man's great. This kid, he's a child.
I think I disliked Dimitri because
he's so oblivious.
No, I guess that could kind of be part of it, but the way he treated Hawk, when Hawk didn't have his mohawk or anything yet, he just talked over him and said all of his opinions as if they should be Hawk or Eli's too.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. And so when Eli was like, I'm Hawk now and I'm cool, and Dimitri was still like making fun of him for stuff, I was like don't join in a school fight and try to kill someone, and don't break somebody's arm, but like also don't tell people when someone's a bedwetter. Like, there's a line. Yeah.
I obviously don't agree with him doing that. Like, I think he's in the wrong. But I, from the get-go, was like, this kid has... I keep calling him this man. He's like, the actor is 20, it's fine. This kid has no social awareness. Like, right away, I was like, he has no idea how to act in a social setting. He doesn't know how to converse with people. So I, like, cut him some slack.
I guess I just see it from Hawk's perspective in that I understand why he became as furious as he did. I was bullied, but that's the thing. That's why I don't understand Hawk's perspective, because I was bullied and I never turned into that. I think you respond to things differently too, where you take the bullying and internalize it, whereas me and a character like Hawk takes the bullying and is like, no, you have it. You have the bully now. But for me, I internalize it, which is not good, but it's also like, I don't want to put that on anyone else. I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want to be mean to other people. It's just a different way of reacting to not saying that, like, you're mean, but that's also what people do, is they, like, that's what happens. You either get bullied to become the bully, or you get bullied and You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yes. But I didn't die a hero, I just got better.
Girls. Girls, where we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
We've diverged so far
That's
from girls.
because, like, what can I say?
What is gender, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. How about we debate...
Show me gender. Put it in the palm
Daniel
of my hand.
Why don't we just call this debating Cobra Kai characters?
That's probably a better idea.
So, Daniel LaRusso. Johnny Lawrence.
What about it?
Who's the real Karate Kid?
That was a legal kick. Probably gave him whiplash.
He's fine. He's only like...
Is he fine?
Doesn't know anything.
Look at...
WebMD,
brain
WebMD. He doesn't know what a computer is. He calls it hash brown.
I'm gonna blame Daniel for all of Johnny's brain damage.
But, like, it's not like Daniel wasn't ever beat up and he knows what Facebook is.
Brain damage?
Brain damage.
No, I mean...
Because, like, he got beat up in 3 movies. We only saw Johnny get beat up in the first one. So why is Daniel's brain damage? Why does he know what Facebook is?
Johnny trained with Kreese.
Okay.
There you go.
Fair.
But no, what we really should be debating is the rivals and who first, second, and third of the rivals.
Oh god, who's the best? Who's obviously
I feel like we have like personal biases of who we like best. So instead of who we like best, like who's probably gonna win in a fight, and I think we also have the same answer for number 1.
Who's gonna win in a fight, number 1?
Yeah.
Like between Daniel and his rival?
No.
Because with that we
just the
movie.
3 rivals.
Oh, and the 3 rivals in number 1. Who's the 3 rivals in number 1?
Johnny, Chosen, and Mike Barnes.
In the first movie?
No, in all of the movies.
But you said the first one. You said we have the same opinion for the first one.
Oh, who would win number 1
who would
spot?
win? Oh, Chosen.
Yeah, Chosen.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an assassin. He's been training forever.
But I wasn't sure if we were going to say Mike Barnes or Silver.
I guess I meant the younger rivals because, like, Kreese and Silver were, like, they were the senseis even back then.
Because the worst out of all of his rivals in all of the movies is Silver.
Yeah, duh. Like, I feel like on some occasions I will vacillate between Silver and Kreese because Kreese definitely, especially in the show, actually in the 3rd movie too, he manipulated Silver very much.
He does, but I think
then
Silver
was
just
so coked out.
Off the rails.
Coked out.
Yes.
Yeah, Silver, I think, is the most ruthless, but, like, when he was attached to Kreese in whatever way, Kreese could kind of control and manipulate his manic tendencies. Do you like my speaking with my hands?
Your claw hand. She's like, ow! She actually scratched me!
Oh no.
This is why I'm scared of your hand!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You need it kissed better?
If you must.
You really want me to?
No.
Okay. Yeah, but Kreese kind of like channeled Silver's sociopathic and psychopathic
I think Silver.
tendencies.
I think Kreese is just a bad guy. I think Silver is a psychopath.
He honestly, if I was walking through the halls of Arkham and saw Silver, I'd be like,
checks out.
yeah,
Yeah,
he belongs here.
Yeah. Who's this Joker guy? This guy is scarier.
Yeah, at least the Joker goes after adult. Wait, no, Robin. Alright, anyway, so yeah, Silver is probably the most dangerous to go up against. Honestly, if only for his money. But,
True.
Wealth
with
is
money
power.
are dangerous.
They're very dangerous.
Yeah.
You see how many swords he's got?
Yeah.
She has 1. I have a foil.
I have 2.
She has 2.
I have 1 that I can actually cut, though. The other one's not. I mean, it'll hurt if I hit you with it, but it's not going to slice your head off.
Blunt force trauma,
Yeah.
right? That's what they
You're
call it.
going to tell me a blunt force is trauma?
Comes in waves. So, no. So now we are not linear. We're challenging you to do some non-linear thinking here. But the 3 Radicals. I guess I gotta go to Tahiti and get my war buddy to traumatize her.
It's okay, I have enough of that.
No, war buddy time.
No! When were you in a war?
War in my mind.
Okay, I don't want that war.
I just send, like, my mental astral projections to haunt you.
I don't want it.
I feel like they'd be about on par with Silver.
What did we watch earlier that was like, why did Ghost Files make me think of astral projecting?
Ghosts.
Probably.
Okay. But yeah, so Chosen top.
Yes.
And I assume that we're talking like season 5, because I guess that's when Mike came in again.
I think it would be Chosen, Johnny, Mike Barnes. No shade to Mike Barnes. But he like,
hasn't trained.
He came out of nowhere. He was literally just some punk kid, right?
Well, he was the bad boy of Curve.
Oh, and where?
In the 3rd movie.
Yeah, but like where? What dojo?
Oh, they didn't say.
Yeah, that's what I was like, where did he come from?
Yeah, they just called him. Honestly, I think it would be a lot of times it does matter like when you're fighting who, because definitely in season 5, I think Johnny could take Barnes because Johnny has been training for the past, like, what is it, like a year and a half or so in the show.
I love how it's just muscle memory, though. Like, anyone who was in the past movies that did karate that comes back, they're like, haven't been training. Mike Barnes, all of Johnny's friends, they can still do karate. Yeah. Like, it's just muscle memory. And then Sam hadn't been doing it for a while, and then, like, Kyler, she's like, so,
yeah.
I hate Kyler.
Oh, Kyler.
Worst character.
Worst character, Kyler.
Kyler.
Because, like, just on...
He hasn't improved.
He doesn't do anything.
He has not had a character arc. Oh my God. He just gets worse. He's had a regression.
He's had several regressions.
He has not have... What's it called? He hasn't had a redemption arc. He's had a regression arc. And it's like, it's subtle regressions, but he's still got worse. The reason why he's gotten worse is because he joined Cobra Kai. He's not just a school bully. Now he's a trained bully.
A trained bully, yeah.
He's a trained bully.
He's so dumb. Like, he never learns his lesson. He's
like,
loses to Miguel. He loses to Hawk. He loses to Dimitri.
And he still thinks he's the best. That's what drives me crazy. That drives me crazy. I'm like ragging on competitive people, but then I'm like, someone needs to beat this guy. Like I think it's actually better to be competitive. It just scares me because I feel like, why do they want to be better than me so badly? Because I'm like, can't I be good at challenge? I know, but it makes me feel like I can't be good at something. It makes me feel like it's not okay for me to be good. Like, the other person has to be better. Like, they can't just you can't just let me be good at something. You have to be better.
You have to challenge me. Take it.
I can't read.
Take it. See? She can get it. Wait, not like that.
Provoked enough.
But yes, that also. Not also, but like. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting real on this show, by the way. I feel like it's not going to be, like, I'm not going to cut a ton out. Because it's just late night debates. Like, we're just talking, it's chatty. You live at this address, and then I have to edit
We live at 554 Chestnut Lane.
It's always Chestnut. I feel like that's a road people always, like, go for when they make up. It's like Chestnut or, like some
Montague Road.
It's like a flower or like a nut.
We live on Nut Lane.
So anyway, obviously, look at us right now. Okay.
We're not. Where were we? Who else? Oh, you know, I really liked Evan, and I was going by the young girl standards, but actually, I love Amanda.
Oh yeah, I love
her.
Amanda.
She is so sassy.
Karate adjacent.
Karate adjacent. And they need to teach her.
The actress is so funny. I meant to send you this post that she made as a happy birthday to Ralph Macchio. She's so funny. Yeah. Kyler sucks. That's what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, he does.
That's what I was saying. Oh, that's what I was saying. But that's what I was saying. I was saying competitive scares me in the sense that it makes me feel too intimidated. It makes me feel bad about myself, that's a me problem. But intimidation. Okay. I think it's even worse to suck and think you're the best. Like,
that is just like,
it's
have
so
some humility.
That needs therapy. that, there's some complex going on. I'm not a psychologist. I'm literally, like, off the back of my chair, like, so excited to, like, destroy this man.
I have not been on the back of my chair this whole time.
But I was, like, falling asleep, and now I'm like, we can talk about how Kylie sucks. I think it's even worse to not realize your faults. To not be self-aware in the slightest is concerning.
Even if you are
That's probably
a
psychopathic tendency to not have any self-awareness, right?
I'm
not a psychologist. I'm like trying to diagnose this character.
Plenty of people do that.
That's true. I mean, I did diagnose Johnny with autism, but I have a right to do that. So.
Yeah, he definitely has that. Probably like Webhamda.
Yeah, he's asexual too. Like, he lacks social awareness too, and it's not just that he's like so out of touch. It's just that because there's been things that it's like not even just him being out of touch with the current generation.
Oblivious.
It's him just exactly.
Or brain damage.
Possibly.
We're talking about Amanda. This isn't what I was thinking, but I like all of her like little thing where she tells Johnny, "Oh, don't go. You can't go alone. It'll be dangerous." And Chosen's like, "Yeah, don't go alone. Take me." And Amanda's like, "Not what I meant." She's just so. She says exactly what I feel like I would want to say to them. Like, you're being so ridiculous, but sure, why not? Let's go with that.
She's a lot of the times the voice of reason, and no one listens.
Yeah. She's like, we could just go to the police, and then suddenly she learns, oh, there is no justice in California, only karate.
It does seem to be that way. It does seem to be...
Like, how many crimes have these people committed?
Yeah, for real. It wasn't until someone was, like, almost murdered that, like... And not even, because, like, well, they're children, so the police... Well, no, because the police did get involved with Robbie when he kicked Miguel over the edge. It's
Sorry,
like...
that's not funny. But kind of. A little bit.
Like, so the police were after him then. It's literally not until someone's almost... And he's a child, so, like, he just goes to juvie or whatever. But, like, Kreese and Silver should be in jail just for existing. Like, for torturing children, pretty much. Like,
professional teenage boy traumatizers.
Someone needs... And girl. And someone needs to, like, observe their classes. But the thing is, if they're being observed, like, they're gonna be on their best behavior.
Oh, yeah.
But, like,
and they can
manipulate.
Oh,
they can manipulate. But if someone plants a camera or something, like, the FBI
should have done.
FBI watch these
Honestly,
senseis.
Tori should have worn a wire, because we talked about this before, but Silver is not going away for cheating, and Stingray is an unreliable witness.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Because I think we'll get, like, one episode where they're like, everything's fine, and then, like, the end of the episode, it's like something. Well, something will happen with Kreese. Probably the first 2 episodes, and it's going to be dealing with Kreese a bit before Silver comes back, I think.
Yeah.
But obviously, he's not gone for good if they're making another season. Especially.
Kim is probably going to ally with Kreese now. I wonder what's going to happen with Silver if he's going to go to Kreese and be like, sorry I put you into jail. Kiss and make up. And... You know, maybe they will, and Kim will be like, I'm so tired of you two.
I feel like the both of them, like, have a codependency no matter how many times they threw each other over. I can't get rid of my hiccups. I'm out of water, and the only way I've ever been able to get out of hiccups before is by drinking water for 10 seconds. Like, I can't just hold my breath for 10 seconds. I have to drink the water. So anyway, what was I saying? They have the codependency issue with each other, and, like, no matter how many times they manipulate each other, they're still gonna, like, they just gravitate back towards each other. Because it's the thing where, like, Silver's like, I'm living a better life now.
So, to spare Lindsay, we'll probably get to the point of this. I think as our final, we already said best female character. How about we end out with best... There are so many male characters.
Yeah.
It's a real sausage fest. So, let's go...
Who is my son? Anthony LaRusso.
Let's go best young character and best old character.
Okay.
Older. You're old.
Miguel.
Old.
Miguel is the best young character. Hands down. He knows how to break your heart, that boy, with his Sholo.
His crying.
He's such a good actor. It's so sad because it's like, it's such valid reasons to cry too. And I love, because he like, and I love that, what's the word I'm looking for? Vulnerability. And just openness with his emotions. That's so healthy, and all men should be like that.
You like health.
Yes, I like healthy emotions.
She is
and
attracted
I like,
to health.
Yeah, I like when men don't think it's not okay. What? I like when men understand
it's
they can
okay
cry. Yes.
Cry.
And like don't hold in their emotions, and they'll talk to you about it or whatever.
Right, you're going to punch me in the face.
What?
I like Hawk. I like Hawk as a young character. He's just so off the rails and so just out of his mind. And he's had like such a fun arc. And he is still like, he's in Miyagi-Do now, and he's no longer breaking limbs of people on the reg.
Yeah, I like him so much better now. I did not like
still,
but I didn't like, because like I said, I don't like getting bullied. You turn into the bully. Yeah. I think like you should understand how that feels to be bullied.
Yeah. But he's so dramatic even now. He's like, it's time to uncage the Hawk. Woo.
Yeah, I like the drama and the Hawk noise.
The Hawk noise is great.
It's so much fun. I also, because I didn't get to say it with Miguel, I like the reasons why he cries too. Like,
you have no daddy, and I like that.
No, because like, okay, that one obviously, that was the most heartbreaking. Like, you and I were both like, oh my God. That was so sad. Like, that was very so sad. And then he cries when he realizes he made a mistake, and his dad, like, and then he's like apologizing to mom, like, he has a really good relationship with his mom. And then to not be like maybe because I've known so many like jerk guys that it's like if a girl rejects them or whatever, they're like, oh, she sucks, she's ugly. Like, you were so interested in her. So Sam says they need to be apart so she can work on herself. And instead of being like, she sucks, he cries. And I think that's so sweet that he like...
And stupidly drops the octopus necklace.
Yes, but... Well, you know, we had to for plot reasons. So, but I really think that's so sweet to like, he wasn't, like, he didn't try to hide that and just get angry and be like, oh, she sucks. He was like, no, I'm heartbroken and I'm gonna feel that. And I love that for him. That's really healthy for a 16-year-old boy or 17-year-old boy.
It is. I will say I didn't like how upset Sam got when she saw him kissing another girl.
Right, because they were broken. But I understand.
Yeah, I understand, but you can't
probably
put that on him.
Aren't as emotional as I am. And she was she still had feelings for him.
For us as a couple. I feel for myself too.
She still had feelings for him, and she sees him making out with someone else. So she gets jealous. And sometimes you just start crying when you feel an intense emotion like that. I'm just saying.
If you mean you as in you, sure.
Yes, but
you as in me.
Not you. I mean, people that are more emotional and that kind of stuff. You feel an intense emotion. She can't, like, yes, it wasn't her right to be like, you can't do that, but to get upset when you have feelings for someone and you see them making out with someone else, totally understandable. I probably still would have held it until I got home.
Yeah, walk away and keep your feelings to yourself.
I would have, like, gone to the bathroom and I was like, now I can cry.
Yeah, we do not cry in this dojo until we are alone and no one can see us. Of the older cast, who is your favorite?
Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Are we doing criteria of who do we enjoy most, or who is probably the most functional adult?
Who do we enjoy most?
Johnny.
Yeah.
He's just such a mess.
Daniel's
and he's so funny.
I really like Johnny too.
He actually cares about the kids, which is adorable to watch.
And I really like Daniel too. I like... Yeah. The thing... it's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Okay, it's funny.
It's funny.
Is it?
Just the, hey, get your hands off of them. And then they go drunkenly fight Silver. And Daniel's like, what are you doing? Daniel's like, my wife. She talked some sense into me for once.
Yeah, I do love the party limo posse.
Oh, that was so good. That was so good.
Yeah. See, I love that Johnny is like, Well, Chosen's out there fighting Silver. Barnes is on the floor. Yeah, I can take on these 10 guys. Totally.
That was great. Daniel's moment. Quiet!
I love that.
And Johnny was being a little bit like Daniel.
Yeah,
I think one of the best episodes, though.
Each other.
One of the best episodes is when they train each other.
Oh yeah. So much.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
be there.
Yeah,
no be there.
I think Johnny's really entertaining.
He's a little sass.
I like Danny's morals. I mean, not that Johnny doesn't have morals. He's just a little bit less like, why can't I beat up a kid? Like
they were being jerks, so why not?
Yeah.
I see no reason why not.
Yeah. Like Daniel's like, I'm gonna beat these teenagers up because they're trying to rob, or like they're trying to hurt Robbie and they're trying to rob people. And then
so you beat up teenagers too.
I don't even know if those kids were teenagers though. Don't they look a little older, right?
They do,
they look like
but they were like
college.
Robbie's friends.
Yeah, but
so
Robbie
I'm
probably
not
hangs out with
sure.
college kids. You know what I mean? They were watching like twerking videos. Were they smoking weed too?
You think high schoolers can't do that?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Honestly,
know.
I don't know how old they're supposed to be.
Yeah. But, okay, so yes, he did do that, but it was like, he does it to stop people from robbing other people, whereas Johnny is just like, I don't like you.
Well, hey, those kids in the first episode were bullying Miguel, and that's why he beat up children
But
in the
I
first
really
place.
feel like Johnny's just like, you looked at me the wrong way.
I don't think he would. I think
Johnny gets drunk and fights people in the bar. That is not what...
But I feel like if that were the case, like, his entire work life with all of those rich people being so rude, he would have murdered some people if he was like, you looked at me.
Has. Johnny Lawrence has maniacally murdered people.
You know what? I hope so. I hope that, because everyone's like, we're just gonna punch people and there are gonna be like no lasting medical implications. It's like, some of the things you've done, you would kill people.
This is what I'm saying. Daniel, you see him like fight for the first time, stopping robbers. You see him fight these people. Like, I feel like he doesn't fight until he absolutely has to. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Johnny's like, I am going to get drunk and fight someone tonight. Like, that's his idea of fun. You know?
Well, isn't like, did he do that for fun, or did he just do that when he was feeling bad about what happened to Miguel and Robbie?
It was when he was feeling bad about what happened
like
But I feel like prior to that, that might have happened because it was a drunk.
Possible.
Like,
it's possible. Yeah, don't be a drunk.
Because
all bets of what you're going to do are off.
In general, please
drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly, yes.
If you need it, get an Uber home.
Yes.
Take care of yourself.
Don't get into bar fights. They're not worth it.
Oh, they're not.
Yeah.
I say it like I know.
I did say it like you know. You're like, oh, trust me, I went to jail.
I've never been to jail.
Long story.
And I've never been in a bar fight. Though that is our debate on the characters of Cobra Kai. It was an interesting ride. Hope you liked it, and there will be more late night debates coming your way, even later at night.
Bye.